Well, wet and windy good morning to you boys and girls. Boy, isn't it windy. What a Christmas. 27th, day after Boxing Day, for those of you who can't count. I'm just on an emergency dash for some milk, that's all. Thought I'd have a ride round, see if the weather's done anything spectacular. Or thought you'd like to come with me. Oh, looks like they're doing a bit of tree surgery here. So we've obviously got tree causing a problem to the telephone lines. We've had a few little power cuts. I don't know if you've had any if you're in England. We're lucky we haven't had the flooding that a lot of the countries had, but then where I live it's an old mud island in the estuary where ancient man built villages because it was above all the high tides. So ruddy heck. So we don't flood, or we don't flood at all. But the other half to that sword is sometimes trying to get out of the village and go places could be a problem. My sister came across from Colchester yesterday, 30 miles away, and she said she's had to take all sorts of diversions to avoid floods and road closed, so I'm not going to go far today. Oh, so much mud on the road. I don't think I blame the farmers for that one. I think a lot of it's just washed from the banks on the side of the road. With my helmet is I've got a little piece in front of where my mouth is that opens to allow wind in to demist the visor. Of course, if I ever do shut the visor because of wind noise, that doesn't work because no wind gets to it from the screen I've got. So I just have to learn to tolerate wind noise. On the way back from the airport I had a terrible experience. She was running really rough, misfiring, and I thought there was water in the electrics, and I was quite concerned. She was really misfiring. Well, on these carburetors there's a tube from the bottom blocked off by a blanking plug that you can connect your dials for balancing the carburetors. One of those nuts had come out. How, I don't know, because the vacuum sucking all the time. So it was from the airport onwards. I'm wondering if somebody at the airport pinched one of my blanking plugs. It's the only thing I can think of. When the engine's running they can't fall out because they're being sucked in, if you like. So I don't know. I forced an oversized one in now. Be a bitch to get out, but then I don't balance the carbs very often. About once every 6 months, so I'll tolerate it. Wind and rain, wind and rain. Isn't it lovely? did wonder if it'll stay on for a while. That'll be interesting. Well, my headlight seems to be working again, but of course, torrential rain and wind, who knows how long for. Such fun, such fun. What was he doing, dozy old bugger? I do so hate that junction. A lot of people who are used to it just fly through it, whether it's there right away or not. Oh, that wind is fun. Much fun, much fun. Oh, bless. I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. I went to get some milk and some nice chocky bickies. And first ride after Christmas. Just thought you'd like to come. I can't be speeding because I can't see my speedo. Well, isn't this fun? Woo. I think that's going to be me done for the day. I think it's going to be a nice warm cup of tea and a couple of chocky bickies, basically because I don't really have anywhere I want to go today, and I don't have a subject to talk about, as you've noticed, so it's just an inane ramble. And a look at Essex in all its best. Whoa. I've yet to discover whether you're better off riding very slow in a high wind or riding very fast in a high wind, because either way, on the motorway the other day I was touching speeds of 80 and almost losing it, and earlier going down to Tollsbury I was doing about 30 and almost lost it. So I don't think there's much divine intervention. I think a lot of it is sheer luck. And the speed with which you can react to something, I suppose. There's no trees down anyway. Although they would have probably come down yesterday and been lopped and moved by now. Oh, sorry there wasn't much more interesting chaps and chapesses, but from a windswept Essex, it'll be goodbye. Or au revoir.